Okay. Okay.
Inquisitor.
Uh-huh.
Drumland. I have dried beans and radishes. It's not much, but it lasts.
Okay. We will climb up the mountainside.
Pleasure. Inquisitor. All clear.
Interesting. Took being this cold to notice that lyrium gives off heat.
Lucas said it was alive, so the warmth makes sense.
Templars attack. We'll see them coming. All clear.
How far will this lyrium spread?
Their heads. Bring
Mm-hmm. Okej, då gör vi det här då. Genialtjej.
Let none survive.
Okej. Okay, let's go.
Set up camp or keep moving?
How did an entire river get frozen over?
Mm-hmm.
This gives me a headache.
Mm-hmm. Ja. Okej, det här går bra. Ruschar igenom det här nu.
Touch that lyrium.
Okay, let's go. Okej, då ska vi se hur det här kommer gå då. Och hur rör sig framåt. Yeah, there's a Stormrat keep.
Bad news, Herald. Your efforts to drive off the Red Templars have not gone unnoticed. Imshale knows we're here. He sent Red Templar. The people are defenseless. I must return.
Mountains, cold. Let's bring Dorian.
Sorry.
More red lyrium. It spread far from the Three Marches. Someone was busy.
Are these giants or something? I'm unsure. Open them because I can. Is that a giant? my god, jag hatar ju jävla fucking archers! Whittling off my health. Nej, det flyr från henne. Okay, let's go. Hur många som gör den här jätten är, undrar jag. Om det inte är något mer bra.
Pretty, but frigid. Reminds me of someone I used to know.
Ow! Head up, boob. Yeah, we travel there and heal up. And I'm done for now. Sorry, beep.
Our heroes strode the winding road.
Hey, that elven redhead who makes the buns in the kitchen. Is she available? Because I'm getting signals.
Can you tell me more?
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Tal Rashath, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
What were the Fog Warriors?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
Tell me about the two.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches. standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood. Ships on fire around. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
Why do you hate Tevinter forces so much?
It's not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
See you later.
Nice. Damn, these are good. Are these nuts or seed?
You said we should go get some
Yeah.
That was fun.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
I can think of worse places to go with Crimicius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. If you need help binding, you could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Who are the others?
A lot of the Chargers went looking off for stronger drinks. Let's see, who's left? We've got Rocky and Skinner there. And over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain. Something like that.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
So how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
I take it you're the company.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest...
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
You really take it anyone, don't you?
And who can put up with your bullshit, chief?
Man can beat the charge for every bloody battle.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
I love friendly. I'm a friend. I like friends.
Heard what they did out there at Adamant.
I did? I don't see why it concerns you. You've still got one of them here. What did his mind go?
He hunts the killer, but he's the one who killed her. He can't remember.
May I ask how things are now that you're more human?
It hurts. Everything hurts. But I'm real. More real, anyway. And I understand more than I did.
you're still able to sense the feelings of others, aren't you?
Yes, I still feel things, flashes of their minds. Pain, hurt, all of it. It's not so loud anymore. I make more noise myself, so I don't hear as much unless I want to. I remember more things, though. It lets me learn. I sometimes see why something I said would bother Cullen. Maybe I'll do it less.
Can you still help people if you can't make them?
It's harder. I can't start over if I do it wrong. But seeing me changes them. They know a person wants them to hurt less. That helps.
Are you still physically the same, or...?
I was always fully human.
Mhm.
I can do everything I could do before, except make people forget. The way I move comes from my mind, not my body. My body is just like the real Cole's. Except that
Why aren't you a...
I can't know for sure, but the real Cole, his father beat him, killed his mother. His sister might have died, too. I don't know if that was real or what the demon made me think. Then the Templars threw Cole in darkness and starved him, all because he had magic. He thought that if he didn't have magic, I'm what he wanted to be. Him, but normal. So no one...
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Would that I could. Did you know what it was?
Yes, sir.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing? What you think went on? Can't even start to believe that business.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Hawk, yeah? Lost a champion. And in trade, a busted down bunch of... Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
It must have been rough living through the Blight.
Someone yells Darkspawn, and then nothing happens for a long time. Then wardens show up and take your stuff. Or, you know, some prick noble takes your stuff because wardens may ask for it. Then you steal it back. So whatever. The first ones in line to screw everyone weren't Darkspawn. That's all I'm saying. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the Adamant ones. Need more like him.
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what I know I want a world where people trust it. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it...
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging. You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely... I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
I'm not that assured. I just make it up as I go.
Let all your followers take heart.
Yeah.
What can I say? It's worked so far.
When we first met, if someone told me I would be pleased to have you lead me, I would have throttled them. But I am. The Maker chose well.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel.
I like this. This is a great day. What is the... What is people person? Is it that I had many cutscenes of people or something? Okay, become friends with at least 3 people in my inner council. Oh, weren't they my friends before? Weird. I thought they were my friends.
If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
How do you know Bianca?
I met her years ago when she still lived in Kirkwall, and I was looking for someone with mechanical skills.
Okay.
Bianca is, beyond a doubt, the most brilliant. I haven't seen her since she got married and moved to Orlais.
Bianca is married? Somehow I thought the two of you had a history.
Bianca's family are Kalnas. Surface dwarves, so conservative they don't take a piss without asking the ancestors first. They picked out a Smith caste boy for her. Wealthy, respected, has a great anvil collection. Perfect. I heard the wedding was lovely. The one Bianca actually showed up for, anyway.
All right, tell me the truth. Bianca made your crossbow, didn't she? I mean, it has her name.
It's not that simple. The Carta thinks my Bianca was a freak success by a Carta inventor who could never duplicate it. If they thought anyone else was involved, someone who could make one work, things would be bad. So, I really can't tell the story. I don't want any more blood on my hands.
What makes the Merchant's Guild such a danger to her?
Well, to be fair, it's more of a danger to me. Technically, we're not supposed to be within 300 leagues of one another. If it got back to the guild that we were seen together, they'd freeze my assets and then have me killed. Maybe not in that order.
What in the world did you do to cause that?
We almost started a clan war. Does it matter? I can't change it now.
So how long have the two of you been together?
Well, if you want to split hairs, we're not. Usually there's a continent between us at all times. We write letters. Now and then we manage to meet up. I don't know if that's together. Shit, it's been what, 15 years? Great. Now I feel old. Thanks.
I guess that's it.
Sure.
Hello.
I'd like to know more about...
All right. What can I tell you?
You said you'd traveled to many different...
This world, or its memory. Some of my fun... The best of the battlefields. Spirits pressed so tightly.
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed Sir Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces. That's just it. In the Fade, one moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire. The next, I see an army overwhelmed.
And you can't tell which is real.
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Have you always...
Not at all. Spirits of wisdom, spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
I'm impressed that you could become friends.
Anyone who can dream, yet, because they exist. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
I hadn't thought about it that way. But I see your point.
Thank you. Few...
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Try.
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back after that terrible journey through the Fade. It must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
The ground in the Fade feels much the same. It's just more likely to disappear.
Well, you can breathe easy. I've not... But I suppose nothing is certain these days.
Anything I should...
I've agents stationed by the ruins of Haven, should Corypheus or his lack... So far nothing, and the breach has been quiet for some time. There is some...
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
I should leave you...
We can...
Bards tell tales.
Good to see you.
What do the people...
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They...
Any thoughts?
Who did you mean?
I was thinking...
Seeker Pentagast is a princess of... She was not interested when I asked if we might make use of her royal... Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's an extraordinarily driven woman.
What do you think of...
We've met a few times before at court. She remains a truly... So long as her interests align with yours, just do keep her on your good side, Inquisitor.
I was thinking...
Oh, I could listen. He actually let me read a chapter of his next book he's writing. It's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only 3 behead...
Let's speak later.
Another...
Our mounts have never had better. Perhaps Master Dennett will join us now. Space like this needs an expert.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me, if there's anything... This sounded much better in my head.
I trust you're feeling bad. Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm back there. I should not have pushed myself so far that day.
I'm just glad you're all right.
I am. Never told anyone what truly happened to me. I was... not myself after that. Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
You're a better person than you give yourself credit for.
I appreciate the thought, but I know who I am. Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble you. How are you holding up?
I've met good people here. Knowing they have my back, it helps.
You certainly keep interesting company. I suppose I do as well.
Cool.
First the Templars, now the Grey Wardens. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
I'm a Templar. I don't serve Corypheus.
A former Templar, and one who never joined the Order. I suppose that's something. The Inquisition must serve as an example. We must stand where others fall.
Is there...
Only that I'm never playing cards again. I don't know how Varric talked me into that.
What do you think?
Who do you mean?
Are you sad?
Our soldiers. More importantly, they relied on each other. Trust in your fellow soldiers is not something that can be tricked.
I should let you...
At your service.
Is there anything...
I've gotten used to mages disliking me on... Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly...
Is there any...
Sarah brought me a piece...
Why are you telling...
Because it was either an act of kindness or a trap.
Is there anything...
Creating Inquisition footholds outside... We've received a number of recruits eager to pledge themselves to our cause.
I'd like to...
What would you like to know?
Why did you...
I could think of no better... First, they merely humored me. I must... I was 13 when I left home.
13?
I wasn't the youngest. Still, I didn't take on full responsibility.
What about your family?
Of course. But there were many my age who...
That's all.
Should...
Finally a place.
Someone I knew once described Adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into a... That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
And that's why he has to...
You'll get no argument from me. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
At the end of the day, I guess all we can do is try. And hope for the best.
You're right. What matters is that we never give up. Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the... joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the...
Okay. Oh, racing. Ow, nothing hurt.
Where'd you learn to hammer?
Sorry, jag har pratat inte så mycket. Jag är trött så jag vill bara ta det där.
Let us begin. Let's see what we have.
Any Venatori activity?
If my agents find anything, you will be the first to know.
Work?
Så vilken power har jag 30? Ja, vi hade 12, 15, okej, jag är verkligen över för det här.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been Emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became Empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a Chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most Chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only, she has organized the elves of Halam Shiral into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's. A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Wait. The elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress?
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds.
Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
Title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal guards.
We've made the attempt.
It seems that our messages never reached her.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
We shouldn't waste any time.
This is gonna be so annoying. Vilket klockan? 2000. Let's go. Ow. Dorian. Who more? Need to think more of people. You, and then that. I naturally tower over everyone here. If Iron was here, he would be the only living being to tower over me. That'll be fun, though.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Inquisitor Adar, it is my great pleasure to meet you. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
I can see many benefits to such an alliance.
Keep the image firmly in mind. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful... They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Duke Gaspard. I look forward to ending this civil...
As do I, my friend. The Empire needs stability and security, now more than... If you have the safety of the Orlesian people at heart, Inquisitor, this elven woman, Briala, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
That sounds like something I should look into.
I detest the game. But if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like we're keeping the court wait.
Is that the Inquisitor?
An ox? Possible.
That's not the Inquisitor. It's just somebody's pet.
Oh! Wait there! Whatever yon... It is fact. It was a gift from the Countess Montbelliard. Enchanted by the...
That's a
If the Countess... Should you...
Yeah, I found it already.
Mika, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure! I cannot believe you found it! You have saved me. Enjoy the party.
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
Do you mind? We don't wish to be disturbed. Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
Interesting. I'm gonna save before I do something stupid and I have 1 power.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Don't they sound delightful? I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire... You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
It might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. The bull, in particular.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine.
Wait, is Bull with me?
Watch over us all.
No shit, Bull, I'm sorry, man. You're gonna die. Please don't die, I like you very much a lot. I already hate this.
Is that the Inquisitor?
It cannot be.
Seriously, did you get a look at the stamps? I think they're gilded. Seriously, did you get a look at the stamps? I think they're gilded.
It will take some time to get our men into the palace.
If nothing else.
Who did I bring with?
Interesting.
I wish.
I had no idea.
I can hardly believe Gaspard and Celine were the same.
I had no idea.
Yay, I wish I saved before again.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Adar. Shepherd and leash of the wayward Order of Templars, purger of the heretics from the ranks of the faithful.
This guy writes better fiction than I do.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, renowned author Tharic Tethras. Head of Noble House Tethras, Desher of Kirkwall to the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Lord Dorian Pavus, member of the Circle of Varantium. Son of Lord Magister Hallwood Pavus of Azariel. The Iron Bull, leader of the famed mercenary company Bull's Chargers, as the name might imply. Sir Callum Stanton Rutherford of Honley, commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight Commander of Kirkwall. Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court, veteran of the Fifth Blight, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and Left Hand of the Divine. And Lady Josephine Charette Montillier of Antiva City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure.
He's gonna kill her.
I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
I'm delighted to...
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I have never seen anything.
We hope you will find time. Feel free to enjoy. We look forward to watching you dance.
I will not dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
I have a moment always. I always have a moment for some reason. Can't see.
How are my men? Are they in good health? Do they want for anything?
Hi, Josephine.
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this him?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montilyet.
Delighted to meet you, Lady Montilyet.
Inquisitor, I've heard Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true you found the Red Templars sacrificing heretics and drinking...
Yvette!
Everyone in Antiva City is saying so. Is it true?
That's not what happened at Therenfall Redoubt.
Oh, that's quite enough, Yvette.
Enjoying the ball?
I see many of them. The dancing is so dull, Your Worship. But the Empress's gallery is magnificent.
Yvette.
Sorry, Josie.
Go on, Josephine.
Half Royal must be empty. So many of the Empire's finest are in it. They've noticed the Empress paying you special attention, but they don't quite know how to... This uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
Tell me about yourself, Lady Yvette. This is the first time I...
She would forget. You should be proud,
Have you actually sat down and...
I must wait.
And I must wait for your tutor's bills.
This may be my only chance.
Oh, yes.
Yvette.
Fine.
No. Absolutely not.
She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
Yvette! That's...
I'll see you.
It's true. The Templars have returned to the faith.
We can hope this is a sign of things to come.
Are you happy to see me at all, Josie?
Nobody should. It may not have been wise to attempt this particular.
What were they doing in the western...
Did you just...
I heard Celine was having the entire
Inquisitor, did you need something?
But the time
The sooner we track down this infiltrator, the
Why
better.
would she do such a thing now?
You've attracted a following. Who are?
I don't know. They won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not enjoying.
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
Have you noticed?
Nothing that stands out. I doubt there's a single person here without ulterior motives.
We'll talk later.
I await you.
Laurent was the love of my... Perhaps we can speak later,
You must dance with me, Commander. You cannot stand about all evening.
I'm afraid not. Thank you.
I had hoped to tour the Royal Wing Gardens.
I still remember the day they came to tell me that my second husband only...
Good. I was hoping it would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising... I'll coordinate with our spies.
How could the Empress afford to renovate the palace without war?
Have you heard from Ulysses?
Not since his regiment joined the fighting.
Lord Severin Ducey, Baron of Jada. Accompanying the Baron, Lady Arlette and their son, Lord Edmund, student of the composer Emmeline of Montsimar.
Is that him?
Is it smile, Commander?
Look at Lady Cambion's slippers. Trimmed with... and those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the...
There's a tip.
Everyone. Golden jewels on a dancing... She is unconcerned with the but Lady Cambion's So, these are all useful questions, no?
I found this out.
Very interesting. A little more dirt like... If you find more, let me know.
I'll...
Maximilian Swift. It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
I've an idea, Josephine. You should invite all the family to Skywood.
The Dowager is upset about the...
Where has that servant gone? We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Interesting.
Does anyone really think
Gaspard is wasting his time? Nothing it has.
You got anything that needs killing? Because the nobles keep messing with me and this keeps up. I'm gonna wear somebody's skull as my fancy little mask.
Look at this with the eyes of a Ben Hasrath.
It's a mess. Everyone's trying so hard to hide that they're walking around in plumage. Makes it tough to spot the dangerous lies, as opposed to the normal stuff. Oh,
Okay.
but that couple over there with the silver masks. The woman's doing one of the nobles, and the guy's doing 2 different servants.
Anything, Cap?
They've got these candy nuts with some kind of spice on. Also, Orlais has some fine-looking redheads. I go more, nothing on the assassins, though. I'll just...
My Lord Inquisitor!
May we have a word? The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
How can I be certain this message is from the Empress?
We 3 wear the masks of House Valmont.
They signify that
They are also extremely fashionable.
I am always...
Oh, she is the
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his...
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
That's a generous offer.
The Empress believes wholeheartedly that the Inquisition is our...
She looks forward to...
As soon as Gaspard...
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please.
Dorian, my man.
It's all so familiar. I half expect my mother to materialize from the crowd and criticize my manners.
What if your mother were actually here? Where would we be then?
Short one mage after he's dragged out by his earlobe.
I'm having difficulty picturing that.
Picture me a young boy of 5 years then. She certainly always has.
Is this how the elite of Tevinter carry on?
You could almost mistake this for a soiree in the Imperium. The same double-dealing, elegant poison cannabis. It's lacking only a few sacrificial slaves, but the night is still young.
Have you seen anything I...
Did you see what that Marquis is wearing? That suit is a greater crime than anything we're looking for.
Don't wear yourself out mingling.
Dancing with the evil Magister in full view of
They'll live.
You say that now. If you can find me 10 silk scarves, I've got a dance that will really shock them.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
Vänta, vad ser vi här då?
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could be
Interesting.
The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden statuette.
I'm very impressed. I'm very weirded out and no one noticed me.
Interesting. Bored.
You don't want to be here, stranger.
Nah, yeah.
He hasn't made the pickup. It's been hours.
You went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night.
I'll tell Briala we have a situation.
Interesting. I should look around. this?
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will ruin us all.
I'll be ready for your signal, provided this spicy punch isn't as strong as it seems.
I appreciate that you...
And expose myself to all this
Not everyone.
It's true.
I had no idea.
Gaspard is wasting his time.
Get these pastries out to the diplomats.
The Duchess has asked too many. I can't carry them all. Does anyone really think the war will end?
I need to get back before I missed.
Are all the Demonces here?
Maker, I hope not.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could...
Well, that's useful. Well, that's useful.
Does anyone really think the war will end tonight?
My dear Maximilian, it took 4 chevaliers to hunt down the
So many crimes of fashion.
I found this out.
They'll never live this down.
Oh, sweet Gerard. My favorite.
enjoying the ball?
The dancing is so...
Yvette?
Sorry, Josie.
Which powers?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no profit. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be...
I'll see you later.
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois. We're acquainted, my darling Elfie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. Nobody should know as many hunting dogs.
Did you need something?
Does anyone have a report on the casualties in the day?
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will ruin us all. Is it true the Inquisitor was headed out of the Fey by Andraste?
That's the bell. I should get back to the ballroom.
Snart är det de här då.
I need to get back before I missed.
Well, well. What have we here?
Ah, it's Morgan. Yay.
Leader of the new Inquisition. Fabled herald of the faith.
It's Morgan.
Delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste herself. What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
You may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
I don't know. Do we?
You are being coy.
Yeah.
I'm being careful.
Not unwise, here of all places. Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. you can.
Briala's people are whispering about disappearances in the servants' quarters. This key may lead there.
The ambassador does have eyes and ears everywhere. Proceed with caution. What comes next?
Inquisitor. So many crimes of fashion. They'll...
3 glasses.
Okej då, Winter Palace har vi...
Why would the Empress invite that elf woman?
Inquisitor.
The game, of course.
We will
Celine
be
has
happy.
something
Her
up her
Imperial
sleeve.
Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
My investigations turned up something interesting. Perhaps you could tell me something then. We haven't been
How rude of us to forget.
My Lord Inquisitor, allow me to present Lady Couteau.
And Lady Colombe.
And of course, Lady Fleur. We are the Empress's ladies-in-waiting.
Good evening.
Until...
Do take care.
Enjoy.
Okay. Okay, please, where is the ambassador?
Did you see Gaspard Dog?
Has anyone seen Lucien? He was supposed to have the servers in the ballroom almost an hour ago.
Doesn't look like negotiations are going well.
Is that the Inquisitor? He's not very good, is he, poor man?
Then my 8th husband.
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again. You look radiant.
I'm still in mourning, my beloved Etienne.
Quickly! We can't leave the Delances this long without drinks.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds. Should consider
This is gonna be worth checking out.
You know, I just easily take these clothes off to show off, you know, the fucking steel plate armor beneath all this shit. Well, not even steel plate. Is it an onyx? Or is it Drakestone? I'm not sure what it's made of. Some metal. Some tough metal. I don't remember what it's made it out of. Jag biter, för jag tänkte ha på mig det här. Med vapen. Jag är tillbaka där.
Must be the elves Briala's people are looking for. Servant. What's he doing here?
Does this guy seem out of place to anyone else?
Is that the Chalon family crest? What have you been up to, Gaspard?
Time to have a word with the Duke. Venatori agents! That must be the Venatori leader. Watching this approach. They're organized. I need to get back before I'm missed.
fancy meeting you here. You must be Inquisitor Adar. I thought you'd be more impressive. We haven't been properly introduced, have we? I'm Ambassador Briala.
Ambassador, is it? Whose ambassador are you exactly?
If the nobility is going to treat elves as if we are not citizens, we may as well have the trappings of a foreign. You clean this place out. It will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But, so, the Council of Herald's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
He was dead when I arrived.
I expected as much. You may have arrived with the Grand Duke, but you don't seem to be doing his dirty work. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
Are you sure he's behind this? He was too easygoing for a man plotting treason.
Don't let his charm blind you. He's Orlesian. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
What do I have to give you in exchange for this army of spies?
A moment of consideration. I know which way the wind is blowing. And if you...
Every single major player has tried to bribe you tonight. In Orlais, that means you've officially arrived.
There's so much conniving and backstabbing here. It makes me homesick.
Everyone knows everybody.
Interesting.
Is it true what they say? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
I'd wager I have better tales than anything you've heard.
I told you, Philippe.
Not everyone fights an archdemon and lives to tell. It's an inspiration.
If you like, Commander Cullen could give you all the details of that battle. He's in the ballroom.
Really?
You'd only be gone a moment.
Philippe, the world is coming to an end. If we don't hear this story now...
You're right. Thank you.
There must be something here.
I'm not gonna confront Gaspard. There's no reason to. I'm not really into fighting with anyone else.
Inquisitor Adar. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chat.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
This is Orlais, Inquisitor. Nothing happened. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
I'm already taken, Your Grace.
Your lover has nothing to fear. The Tal Vashoth are hardly known for political maneuvering. Just what interest do you have in our little war?
My advisors keep me informed.
One would hope the Inquisition's leaders had a proper understanding of politics.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for black... The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Do we both want that, Lady Floriane?
I hope we are of one mind.
In times like these, it's hard to tell friend from foe. Is it not, Your Grace?
I know you are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
The court can think whatever they want. It makes no difference to me.
It should matter. The people... You should choose... Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
I trust the Inquisition, Your Grace. Every man for himself in the Imperial Court, after all.
In the Winter Palace, everyone... It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I have seen a few...
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
The Duchess had some interesting...
Of that?
Were you dancing with Duchess?
More importantly, what happened in the...
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
The Grand Duchess told me there's proof Gaspard is in league with...
She offered up her own brother.
Then, the attack on the Empress...
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed.
Then perhaps we should let her die.
You have an idea, Leliana?
What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana?
Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
You're asking me to decide what's best?
More than that. Whoever controls the Imperial throne will affect all of Thedas.
You cannot stop Corypheus.
Then we should support Celine. She is the rightful ruler. Why would we say otherwise?
Because she led Orlais to this point. I say Gaspard, provided his sister is wrong about him.
I would suggest Briala. She could bring true peace, not only to the Empire, but also to...
This is, however, your decision, Inquisitor, not ours.
Oh my god. Who do I want to support? More spies.
I would support Gaspard, provided he's being framed.
Then Celine must die, so he may assume the...
Not only that, he would also need to deal with Briala to end the war completely.
First you'll need proof he's not in league with Corypheus.
What did Duchess Floriane tell?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the Royal Wing, that he knows about the...
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the...
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once.
imagination? Or are they more Inquisition on her course now than they were before?
You're seeing things.
Is it my imagination? Or are they more Inquisition on her course now than they were before?
Pardon me a moment. Mistress
Yeah. So many crimes of fashion.
I found...
This is good.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will rule with us all.
My friend! If you're as delighted by the court as I am, there's a decanter of port around here.
I'd like to know more.
All of Orlais knows. The heart of it is simple. But my cousin, Celine, is a politician. They gave the crown to her. And while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
A straightforward goal.
We are straightforward people, you and I. But at court, twist and we must navigate a maze of vipers, my friend. Make her willing, there will be enough port.
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about you, in fact. I have the orders issued to your general to sneak troops into...
Of course I did. The Winter Palace is hardly neutral ground for us. I would be disappointed in Celine if she were not you. And while we rarely agree on anything, I have never yet been disappointed in our Empress.
There's a Council of Heralds emissary in the servants...
No. Who would try to pin such a crime on me? The elf? It seems unlike Celine.
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about Briala. She's got people hidden among the servants all over the palace.
I suspected. She's a difficult adversary to predict. There's no telling what move she intends to make.
She's killed ambassadors and changed their documents.
You can prove this. Now that it... What is she trying to accomplish? She bears closer watching than I thought.
We'll speak...
Another...
Maker, I hope not. We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will rule with us.
How are the talks proceeding?
Interesting. I had no idea.
How am I gonna kill the Empress? Well, I'm not gonna save her, that's a simple answer to every problem. My weapon, my 1.8x.
So, even Liliana thought this place was dangerous and you wanted to just walk in here. This party is looking up.
Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody.
Get back!
Oh, thank you.
Are you all right?
No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Briala told you?
Not personally. The ambassador can't be... We get coded messages at certain locations. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No surprise she wanted someone to search his sister's room.
This wing is sealed.
Easy. The door was unlocked. One of the others probably handled it.
Is there anyone else who knows the code?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but...
So this room belongs to
It used to. This had been her private room in Halam Shiral. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to the guest wing.
If there's a reason you distrust Briala...
I knew her. Before. Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
She probably did send you to your death.
If the Inquisition will protect me,
Most Orlesians would say that's Celine's scandal, not Briala.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen.
Thank you.
Okay, this is interesting, you know.
What happened here?
Öppna.
Inquisitor, what? You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
I had a feeling you were mixed up in all this.
Such a pity. You could almost be... It was kind... Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
At this point, I'd think disappointment was an old friend.
Oh dear. You can't begin to imagine what Calpurnia and I have in. And now I suppose... In that... All I need... A pity you... Kill him. It will make a...
Not like you. You have sent like millions of these guys after me. He won't kill me. Oh yeah, I can. Oh yeah, see you guys. You guys are. Vänta.
Justice tits, what was all... Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
Good eye.
Maker bless me. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
You honestly believe you were captured, tied up...
When you put it like that, the Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight. But he didn't have enough. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais.
Want a new job? One that pays better. The Inquisition can always...
You hiring? I'm game. Anything's better than this. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blast?
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
The Duchess will assassinate Celine personally. Wait for her to strike, then grab her.
As you command.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
Skipped a little bit too much, but I skipped what I thought was enough.
I should thank you. You played your part marvelous. The Council... The Demons of Adamant were not his only army. The Empire will fall, and Thedas with it. You don't think I came... Your death will be the crowning jewel of my victory tonight. So good of you to attend my soirée.
Yeah, and I have a shade your name on it. I'm not coming over to you, you come to me. Alright, you're there. That means get over here. Oh my god, I hit you with the chain. How is he immune to that?
Find Florian! Hurry! Where's the Duchess? Watch out! Where's the Duchess? Find Florian! Hurry! Lady knows how to make an exit. Watch out!
You're a kid fighting a war with a god.
Walls again! Starting to feel slighted. Where's the Duchess?
No arrow is this strong. I'm alive, bitches, and you want him around, shit.
Find Florian! Hurry! Where's the
Oh, come on! Accessories, I don't know, destroy. I should have carved off her head and put her on a stick because I am annoyed of this political bullshit. Many people will greatly disapprove of what I did. I do what I know. I do what I do.
Wasting your time trying to stir the nobility against me. We are at war.
I hardly have to stir them at all. Your sister murdered Celine. Everyone saw it.
What do you hope to gain, Rabbit? You can't claim Celine's empty throne for yourself.
Maybe not. But I can keep it from you.
Okay, Olive Bellew and yeah, sure.
You're done meddling, Brielle.
You think you can keep him in? Will you sit by his throne and hold his hand to fend off the accusations of the court?
I found a servant who can attest that you and the Empress were intimate at the time she purged Halam-Shiral's alienage.
If that were to get out, I don't see your allies standing with you for long.
I see.
You've been outmaneuvered, Ambassador. It's over.
So it...
The game is over. Your death today will bring years of security. Come, my friend. You and I should address...
I feel bad, but I don't feel that.
All owe you our lives, Inquisitor. I will remember that.
Cole's mad.
Stand with me. And so, the crown falls to me. This is not the victory I hoped for. I wanted this moment, but I have always been a soldier. As every soldier knows, the difference between defeat and victory is how it is named. An enemy Orlais will not allow such atrocities. Corruption, deceit, murder. We will face this Corypheus. We will fight shoulder to shoulder with the Inquisition. Together, we will send our enemy to the Maker's judgment.
With your help, we will end this crisis and restore peace.
We have much work ahead. Tonight, be at ease.
Morgan.
Here, at last, I find our absent hero. Hidden away, despite the efforts of all Orlais, to find you. Gaspard drunkenly toasts in your honor. Deliverer from darkness. And and other titles complimentary and awkwardly phrased.
Everyone suddenly wants to talk to me. You, at least, I'm glad to see.
Then I have... By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Gaspar wishes to offer any and all aid to the one who supported his ascent to the throne. So, here I am.
Welcome to the Inquisition.
A most gracious... I shall meet you.
I am very terrified of her, if I get to say so myself.
You can thank me later or now. But you look lost in thought. Something on your mind?
I'm just worn out. Tonight...
You won. You should be celebrating. What you need is a distraction. I have just the...
I was hoping you'd ask.
Thank goodness one of us has a little initiative.
I love this. This is a great game. But I also feel bad for many decisions, but I also feel good about them. And I will say when I'm done for the day, because that was a very long segment, and I am tired and not giving shits about it. Actually, I should talk to Morgan. I don't like Morgan. He's an asshole. I don't very much like her. I do like her a bit. But it's... just questioning it. Jag hatar det här.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations, makers.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter.
My Lord Inquisitor. Please, may I have a word with you?
How may I assist you, Revered?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a...
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
How long does the Chantry need them?
Several months, at least. If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be returning to the Inquisition.
Leliana and Cassandra would have to make that decision for themselves.
And they certainly will, at a later. The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to... You must excuse... Don't let them detract from your victory at Halam Shiral. We've beaten his wardens and stopped his intrigues. Soon, Corypheus will... Cullen is hoping to press our advantage. We'll plan our next...
Oh yeah, rally, I want that. And we're gonna put this right. Cancel. What do I not need? I like spell. Jag vill ha allting. Rätt, den behöver jag minst faktiskt. Tactical setting, ja den är på.
Needs more seats for the crowd. There will be a crowd.
Inquisitor, it was amazing. Your quartermaster outfitted me, and I got trained to hunt the bandits near... I hired Voth here. Don't tell anyone. He's a mage. A good one, though. Thank you for trusting me, Your Worship. I'll pay you back, I swear.
Good work. Keep with the training. We'll need every...
Yes. Won't we, Voth? He doesn't speak, but he's thankful to...
She looked through me, from the garden.
Count yourself fortunate. I'd not wish to be considered a rival and thereby worthy of attention. I don't know.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
That would have made everything much simpler.
The colors were pretty, though.
One for the Empress, for Gaspard, and Corypheus, right in the dangle bag.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a... and a total arse, too. I thought Gaspard was tired of that game, but he settled in really... Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't know. Want to stop a party, I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that. You know the real lesson from all this? Never that and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
Yeah, I should remind them by kicking them right in the nuts and then spitting in their face. I should do that. It seems like a very fun thing. Hi, dude. What's up, Bull?
Come on, Krem. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of arse left, Chief.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And they really don't like Red Lyrium. They're ready to work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition, joining forces.
That could be a powerful alliance.
My people have never made a full-blown alliance with a foreign power before. They found a massive Red Lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
Always wanted to see one of those big warships.
They're worried about tipping the smugglers, so no army. My charges, you, maybe some backup.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Qunari.
Good. I'll pass on word to Cullen and Red. We can set up the meeting.
Creme la creme.
Hold here. Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
How's it going?
With Skyhold shining like a beacon? You name it, it's here or... I think I like this job.
There are
There are always although, if I couldn't suggest how, that...
As you were.
We are here.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will...
And you think I could make them agree?
I've heard enough for one.
Talk to her.
The fun never ends in Skyhold, does it?
The Inquisitor was a funny Kunari. That's what they'll say one day. You watch.
Yeah, that is what I want them to say, actually. That sounds kind of fun.
To be the next divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
How can you and Liliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Liliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
I think you'd make an excellent...
Truly? I never Surely it was never meant to be like... The Chantry, the Circle of Magi... The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
If you're concerned, then make it better.
Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to...
And if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I suppose I should not be so concerned. For now...
I have friends in the Imperial Court.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Tell me the truth, Varric.
Shit. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
I wouldn't have pegged you as an Andrastian.
It's a great story. It's got heroism, love, betrayal, and random musical numbers. What's not? I don't have a nug in this, but I like the idea that maybe you could save the world with a song.
Let's be realistic. It could be both.
You've got a point. Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade. You fought a demon inside your mind in the middle of a pitched battle between Templars. Faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived. Single-handedly saved the Orlesian Empire. Stopped an army of demons. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
I'm starting to see your point.
Just try to warn me before falling into the Fade again.
I hate that place too, but you don't see me complaining so much about it.
There are spirits hovering by the Veil. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten that.
I'm pleased you had...
Political gambit and motivate. In any event, Gaspard should be a steadfast ally. Especially after delivering him both Selene and Briala.
Am I sensing...
No. Why would I disapprove of... I'm sorry. I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Who do you have?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
Even if we couldn't help Riala, I hope we can make life...
Stop Corypheus. It speaks well of you, instead of just seeing...
I have pointy ears too, and horns. I stand out kind of more than your elvish people. My people are feared, not...
Marvelous business, the Winterpound. An empress dead, her replacement in your pocket. A charming fellow, though still... All this dancing, politics, and murder... makes me a bit homesick.
Personally, I'll remember our dance.
There could have been more corpses about. Although I suppose you might have tripped over them.
You're a grim young man, Dorian.
Nonsense. I simply enjoy... I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
I should go...
Try not to...
Here is the request of So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested things have changed. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require... The Chantry is faltering, but who tells the people what's right? A divine with enough support can change... But this is a discussion for later. A message from Divine Justinia.
That's a shock.
Thank you for the This message was written months. I've heard of such contingency plans. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
I'll help in whatever way I...
Wonderful. One more thing. I shall meet you at the Chant...
You take a call. I don't need that many. This is mostly talk, not fighting. Oh, I hate her. I hate many people in this game, but I also like many people. Oh, that's Morgan. Oh, cool. I am disturbed by a lack of loading. I actually am disturbed, because that's weird. Weird that little loading. Especially on battle. That seems very inconvenient in every way.
It's just as I remember it.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then. I needed her wisdom after the hero of Ferelden died.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort.
Leliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie.
No, I've been here since Justinia died.
Inquisitor, this is not...
Wait, Inquisitor? My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
Bigger things to worry about than that.
Natalie, listen. There is...
Oh.
I don't know, but we'll find... Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little... Remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. That light has no fear of darkness. Hinting at something in here. Let's look around. Do this
thousand suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it? Looks like we opened something. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Good old Liliana was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted... Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Who is this Grand Cleric?
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she...
I want to know what this Grand Cleric...
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was
The Inquisition has turned Thales away from the true Chantry.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by men.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
Good work. We know the name of our enemy. That's half the battle won.
Exactly.
Kill me then. At least I still know what I believe.
This has to be done.
I see what you've become. The righteous stand before
them. No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
It's not what you expected. That doesn't mean it's nothing.
There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear, but Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Sacrifices are necessary. You know that.
I know. And hearing you agree gives me the courage. Justinia tried to save me, but all it's done is made me realize there is work to be done. As
oh, come on, I want that dagger. Serpent's tongue. Oh. Next place for after this I'm going to do with Dragon Keep.
We don't have the strength of treaties to charge a true great war.
Saved us all a while back.
Sad lot their lives.
Can't get much sadder.
Grand Cleric Vitois is scrambling after the loss of her agent.
Good. Her support base is in Morale. Tear it down. Grand Cleric Victoire wishes to make an enemy of the Inquisition. Doesn't Victoire have a young cousin?
Yes, mistress.
Good. Have him collected.
At your command.
Good work with the Grand Cleric.
Thank you. You see, when I'm ruthless, it gets us where we need to be. How funny that her regret is what finally puts my own to rest. I chose to become her left hand. It was my weakness that stopped me from fully committing to my task.
You have a good heart. It's not a weakness.
You are too kind, Inquisitor. The Inquisition needs me just as the death and deception are my trade. It is what I always... How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
No one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
No, I must confess, when Celine was killed, my first reaction, how could the Empress of Orlais be taken in by the Duchess's plot?
Celine trusted me.
She trusted she could use us. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies.
Playing the game was thrilling. We did.
With Celine gone, although I do wish Varric would show a bit more restraint.
Now we're gonna have an argument, I think. I don't fucking know.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We have the military might of Orlais behind us. Emperor Gas...
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Good of Corypheus to make it easy to find him. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in... His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find,
which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is
Which is?
His best, if I This is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
You can restore an artifact like this?
There was a price. I found it proved if Carib...
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would...
Oh, this thing.
If this place once had a name... I call it the Crossroads. A place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
This place is extraordinary.
Who can say? The ancient elves left no roads, only ruin. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but...
How did you find out about it?
My travels have led me to... Once, they led me here.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients...
If they don't lead back to our...
Places between, like this one. For a time, I was safe from those who... But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever. Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They
opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key?
The key can be many things. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
Corypheus wants to come here?
This is not the Fade, but it is...
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work to...
Oh yeah, yep.
Fertile ground, even here. This hold has everything.
'Tis a large... to think. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You were kind to welcome my aid. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear.
I appreciate...
Some might think, yet one must ask what were the... What I fear